Here at the NLC, we've been working very hard putting together this Audi A6 Avant from scratch, just so we can show you the cool stuff that goes inside. And now for some really cool stuff. I'm here all week. As are you, Will. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Wheels, brakes, important?
They're the parts we change the most often, and they're the parts we generally pay the least amount of attention to.
So paying attention to all of this, what is it?
Here we have the brake disc, and these are the pads, which actually, when they're pushed together, actually give you your braking force. They're made of a specially shaped friction material for this car, this setup, this design, so everything works exactly how it should do.
And it's important then that you have to stick with the right stuff that's been designed for the right car?
It is, definitely. Obviously, other people make pads that fit our cars, but they're never as good as the ones built by the people that built the car.
Right, can we put some stuff on the car?
Yeah, sure.
So I need my gloves, do I?
Yes, you do.
Good, because I brought them thinking this might be a messy job. So we've got the disc, the caliper and the pads just underneath?
Yep, pads are tucked away in here.
Uh-huh.
And this is how the front would be with the wheel over the top of it.
Can I ask why there's a whole load of holes around the outside?
Well, your front brakes take the most amount of weight, and the best way to convert stopping force is by heat. So your brakes get hot, so these actual cooling vents keep the brakes at a decent temperature. Too hot, they don't work.
And what about if they get too cold?
Too cold, same thing. Brakes are cold and wet, they're not going to function properly. So what our cars have is something called brake wipe, where if your wiper blades are on, the car knows it's raining, it's going to be cold by the sensors in the car. So it very gently, every now and again, just dabs the brakes onto the disc. Keeps them just at a nice temperature to stop the water sitting on them. Nice
one. You've got all these cables coming from the brakes up into here, and I've noticed you've put a box there since the last time I looked in the car. What's that?
Yeah, so that's our ABS pump. That does all the braking for the car when the car needs to help you drive.
ABS,
so,
anti-lock
braking system.
Okay.
So you put your foot on the brake, all the brakes squeeze in. But if one of them starts to slip or it stops, you're going to lose the braking force, especially if you're turning and your front wheels stop, you're going to keep going straight on rather than where you want to go. So the pressure's taken off each wheel as it needs to help you do the manoeuvre you're trying to do.
If Quattro is about delivering power to each of the wheels, then ABS is kind of Quattro in reverse.
It is, exactly.
I'm learning, you see. You've taught me well. Should we put a wheel on?
Yeah, sure.
Two-man job?
Yep. They are heavy.
Oh, it is heavy.
So up we go.
OK. That fits in nicely like that.
There we go.
And we need to tighten it up.
We do.
OK, so this tightens up like this. But why this tyre on this car?
Modern cars need modern tyres. They need to be more than just round and black. So this one is designed by Pirelli. It's born Pirelli's tyres, but what Audi do is they work with the manufacturer. So they have the AO mark on the tyre itself, and that is visual proof that Audi has actually developed this exact tyre for this exact car.
Because I know about pressure and tread and keeping it legal. I've read my highway code, but I assume then that you need it for other reasons as well.
The tyre pressure monitoring system on the car uses the speed of the wheel to work out the tyre pressure. So if a tyre is the wrong size, or the tread's too low, or it's the wrong make, you can throw up a warning, which sometimes is unnecessary, but is proof that the tyres are doing their job when the light's not on and everything's good.
And as the part of the car that makes the contact with the ground, they're kind of an important thing, aren't they?
It is. It's one of the most changed bits of the car. It's one of the things you end up putting on the most throughout a car's life. And if it's the right one, it will keep going longer.
And that's why I never tire of having this conversation. Yeah, they don't get any better, do they? You better carry on tightening those bolts up.
Thank you.
We've still got some more bits to put on the car. Has to be said, though, it's taking shape nicely.